What's up? What's up, man? It's the Think Twice podcast with Kareem Shaddam and Rasheed out the Magnolia. Body. What's up? You been in a second? You did? So we chilling. We chilling, y'all. Y'all come in. Hit the like button when y'all come in the door. Tonight conversation, man, we're not really gonna be talking about no mess or no industry stuff or nothing like that. We talking about the miseducation
and misinformation,
in our community. That's what we talking about tonight. So you want that knowledge? You're at the right place tonight.
Come on in here, man.
What's up, Brian?
Wipe your feet at the door. Y'all know
I like button, bro. Appreciate you.
Wipe your feet at the door. You dig?
Yeah, so tonight, that's what we on tonight, y'all. We on that. You dig? Y'all come on in here.
I'm saying that they little rookie minicap. See, bro, that's how much I can't even watch it, bro.
Yeah, I don't be watching it either, bro. I don't really be interested in that, bro. I don't really be interested like that. Come on, man. 11 people, bro. What's happening? Wipe your feet. Hit the like button when y'all come in. You dig? Straight up. What up, Toe? Yeah, I got the pic. I remember we took that picture on Bourbon Street.
I ain't see it. You know, so
then we had the Magnolia headband on, man. That one.
Oh, yeah.
That picture was, yeah.
You took that?
No.
Oh, all right.
He got it off your boy page, Polo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. What's up, D-Day?
What's up, cuz?
In the building and the parking lot. And all black on the choppers cop.
I see you. I see you.
Mm-hmm. Y'all wipe y'all feet, man. Happy belated, cuz. I hope you enjoyed your birthday. You did?
Yeah.
How 25 feel? Yeah.
What's up, Braylon?
Mm-hmm. So I've been going up and down my timeline lately, Shaddam. I don't know about you, but we're gonna let when Rock chime in too. All I see is people saying that we always been in America. The Mississippi River is the Nile. America is Egypt. They got statues in the Grand Canyon.
They got artifacts, the more pyramids in America. Well, I see, damn. What's the name of the pyramids in North America then? Where were they at? Where's the evidence?
Well, we're dealing with people that don't deal with evidence for number one.
Yeah.
They deal with emotion and what somebody tell them.
Right.
So asking them for evidence is like, you know what I'm saying, trying to pick a tooth out of a wild belt, a grizzly belt. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't gonna happen.
You know what, bro? We're gonna get back on that. But let's talk about like the situation that's going on with like the high HIV rates in Houston and Louisiana and Florida and Georgia, you know, all in the South like the deal.
That's because I believe that's because everybody fucking each other.
Yeah.
Let's just spread that nasty woman disease around.
See, that's why I'm glad I come from an era to where if a girl likes you, she can eat some pussy.
Yeah.
Like me, you know what, I think I'm messed up in the game, bro. I'm messed up in the game to where if you trying to ask me for some money, in my mind, how am I gonna ever know that you really like me?
Right. I don't think you only want to hit my pocket.
You only want my money. Yeah. So I don't understand, like, maybe that's where it messed me up. Like, bro, that was asking for money, too much money. Like, it's nothing for me to show when I ain't no bum, nigga. I'll show you a good time. I got class. I'm gonna introduce you to some class and some style.
Right. Don't try to there's the thing about using. Let me get y'all some game. You can use somebody, right? There's nothing wrong with using somebody. Because you can use me too, right? But when you misuse somebody,
that's the problem.
That's the problem. Don't misuse me.
Yeah.
You can use me, man. If you get a flat and you're on I-10 somewhere like 20, because I got a flat, come pick me up, my AAA, I'm going to get up, I'm going to come get you. You use me for a ride or use me to come help you out when you need me.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But don't misuse me. Don't ask me for some money knowing you got money. You just want to put some more money in your pocket, so you're going to ask me. Yeah. Now you're misusing me. And that's the difference.
And that ain't cool.
You mind? What's up, twins and Rock? What's happening? Friday bartenders. Y'all made me go get my Steve Harvey cut today. Salute, drink something.
Man, I need a haircut bad, bro.
I need a real one.
I've been lying to myself, man. Y'all see how that's working out?
Shit. But as a people, bro, we got to just stop trying to blame things on other people, bro, and take responsibility and accountability for the things that we do.
Facts.
Even me. I ain't talking about y'all, I'm talking about me too. You know what I'm saying? I can't just do something like, man, ask God to forgive me. I know that was wrong. No, don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't. It's like people do things sometimes because they think God is going to forgive them. That's the whole reason of them doing. I'm going to have to just God going to have to forgive me.
Right.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it at all.
Yeah.
How you feel really helping yourself? You know you can always go back and say, I repented.
You're gonna pay for
I
it.
ask God to forgive me.
You're gonna pay for it.
How am I ever change if I know I can go? If I know I can repent and say, well, I'm sorry, God.
You're not gonna never change.
And I go do it again.
You're not gonna never change. You're not gonna never grow as a person. What's up, busy?
What's up, busy? What's up, fam? But you know, it's like, and I've seen no Rap Cap. You know, they did a show. I always watch. It's my dog. Shout out to Mean and Gas, man.
Real niggas.
Shout out to Johnny Boo. Shout out to Hot Boy Gangster. Shout out to Diesel.
Uncle Bang.
Shout out to Skip out the mouth.
Real life street stars. You dig? Yeah.
Everybody, man. Everybody trying to do their thing with the podcast.
Movie Black. You dig? For sure.
Shout out Movie Black, man. Shout out everybody trying to do their thing. You heard me? I said that to say, like, all to get, trying to get our feet wet and get in this game and get in there.
This social media,
right?
YouTube money, like some of it. You know what I'm saying?
What's happening, Rock?
What's up, dog?
But our whole motive, bro, is more than just money. Our motive is to help educate our people and spread some knowledge and some information, bro.
Right.
We don't really make no living off no YouTube, bro. Rasheed get up and go to work. The twins get up and go to work, dude. I just want anybody listen to this right here. Rasheed get up and go to work, and the twins get up and go to work, dude. So we're not on here just for no entertainment, just to get known or popular, dog. We already was semi-popular dude where we come from. We're trying to educate our people and build with like-minded brothers and sisters and make our communities better and find ways to come to understanding with our black women.
These are the kind of conversations we always have.
Yeah.
We talk about sports, we talk about real shit too. And I'm going up and down my timeline, rocking, I'm seeing all this Mississippi River is the Nile, America is Egypt. We always been here. You know, we Indians. I'm Cherokee. He said it proudly too.
Yeah, we Moabites.
I'm like, do you know the Cherokee owned slaves?
What up, Top Shelf? Y'all know what a Moabite is? Anybody in here claiming to be a Moabite? You know what a Moabite is? I'm gonna tell y'all what a Moabite is. Like a lot of us in here, we're past Abrahamic faith. What I mean is, what's up, SB? We understand that a lot of that was misinformation and miseducation taught us to control us.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell y'all what a Moabite. When somebody said they're a Moabite, that is the offspring of when Lot's daughters got him drunk. They got him drunk, and they had sex with him and had children.
That's the Moabites.
That's the Moabites. Me, Shaddai, I don't come from no ancestral ass bloodline like that. I'm not a Moabite. Straight like that. First of all, I don't believe in no Bible stories from number one. And for number two, if you believe in that story and you accept that story as your lineage,
go look it up.
Man, you's a fool, man.
Go look it up.
You think I'm lying to you? Go look up who the Moabites is. Next time somebody tell you they're a Moabite.
What's happening, Rock? Your phone sideways, whoop.
It was straight at first.
You did what?
I'm trying to get jiggy with it and shit.
Nah, man. I'm trying to get this shit where I can see the comments.
But your phone sideways right now.
Yeah.
I know I'm fixing it.
YD, YO, what's happening?
What's happening with y'all?
What's happening, bro?
And for this AIDS thing go, bro, like, that's going a lot around in the city right now. There's a lot of back and forth with it. So let me tell you something, dog. How y'all feel about Joe Budden saying black people don't need care reparations? Man, Joe Budden needs to be kicked off in his ass for saying something like that.
See, he not on code.
He ain't on code. That's how I feel about it, long way.
Not on code.
Even if I felt like that, I wouldn't get on no national platform and say that.
I would never say what black people don't need from all the shit we've been through, man.
Ain't think about that. Think about that. Why would he say some shit like
whatever you got for us, whether it be cash,
land,
resources, we need all of that, and then some more.
Welfare, food stamp, whatever you got.
And we need some of that blood from you too. We need that too.
Eventually.
We need all that.
Goddamn right.
So I would never get on my platform and say nothing like that. That's how you know you're a weak beta male. No disrespect to Joe Budden because I watch his podcast, man. Don't say no bullshit like that, man. You crazy.
We don't need no cash reparation.
He don't need it then.
Yeah, he don't need it. What's up, Greg?
He don't need it.
What y'all think about the Pope mob being from the 7th Ward Nola? I ain't never thought about it. I ain't care. I ain't give two shits dressed with a rat's ass about that. Wolf.
See, bro, look, I don't care about no Pope.
Nah.
No, man, you see how they got on the long clan, man? You see all this cult stuff, man?
What's up, Jane?
And church, they eating the body and drinking the blood, and y'all can't see that.
Touching little boys, man. I don't care about no Pope, man. Nail one
no
up.
Pope, man.
Nail one up.
You know, when the one that died, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. How about that?
Man, the next one kill over and die tomorrow. I don't care nothing about no Pope.
No Pope. Shit. I never forget that I went to St. Jude with my grandmother. Rest in peace, Geraldine Hurrell, bro. And I walked up and it was the first time I had met her pastor. You know, a lot of black people in New Orleans, older black people in New Orleans, they Catholic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Anybody on there tell you the older black people in New Orleans, they Catholic. But I never forget, man, that dude shook my hand, bro.
Hard as a mug.
Hard. I wanted to kick him in his balls, son.
Yeah.
And he smiled. I'm like, my hand was hurt. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
I say, ah.
Yeah, something was up with that. As a man, I'm just starting to realize that something was up with that. I didn't think about it then.
Listen, man. If people don't have sympathy for the poor, they don't have sympathy for the downtrodden, the oppressed. They don't have sympathy for none of them people, but that's not no people of God. Okay? The people is evil. The people is evil, man. They're evil.
Facts. Facts.
I don't care about no Pope, man. I'm serious. I mean, his mama could be from the Seven Boy. His mama could be from the Magnolia Project. I wouldn't give a damn.
Man,
Straight up.
it wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter, bro. Eating the body and drinking the flesh.
No, I mean, and I don't mean no disrespect to that man, mom or whatever, but I don't care about no Pope, son. I'm just keeping it all the way funky, which is like, you know,
Eating the body, drinking the blood.
But grabbing little boy's booty. There's always you go on the internet, there's always some Pope somewhere.
Some pastor,
Some
priest.
some priest or something. Man, that's just going on a little bit too much for me to even respect.
For real, for real.
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't do it, bro.
High Rise Cartel said some people would say he was giving
You a grown man handshake.
Man, I was like 5 or 6.
Nah, I wasn't no grown. We wasn't even in puberty then, man. We 5 or 6 years.
5 or 6 years, maybe he got excited or something. I don't know.
I'm talking about a man squeeze the hell out of our hand.
Why would you give a kid a grown man handshake like that to hurt me?
Yeah. Mm-mm. And then he was an old white man. He had no super strength like that.
He wasn't strong.
No. He knew what he was doing, son. He knew what he was doing. Trust me.
Giovani Bernard said, y'all seen Shadil Sanders' first day of camp? The bro was out there balling. The NFL and fucked up because if dude fuck around and be good, it's going to make a league look bad.
I hope he do good.
It don't look bad for us. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
That's why they passed him up, dog. We got to get on code. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care, bro.
Man, my shit's tripping, dog.
What's up, Rock?
My shit tripping. I'm trying to fix it, man. I can't see shit.
You might got to go all the way out and come back in.
That's what I'm about to do. Hold up.
All right, we're going to be on you popping it. We ain't doing too much, man.
That's
That guest thing for him. Maybe you just hit it on our end.
I got it.
Oh, all right.
I did.
But like right now, I know we talked about it a little bit Monday, but it's this AIDS thing going around with Bill Giovani and Michael. He's supposed to be moving and people on there talking about it bad. Like, let me tell you something, bro. Believe it or not, this is how I feel. I know that right now, Bill Giovani on the inside is really fucked up. Like, knowing that any moment you could wake up and not lay down and not wake up, and you got children. You know what I'm saying? I take my medicine. If I was to ever get that, I'm just gonna find somebody that got it, and we just gonna ride it out together. I'm gonna take my medicine. I'm gonna find out who got it, and that's what I'm gonna be rocking with. I think that's what you should do.
You said, twin, but to drink that. It's Friday.
We gonna get a little something.
We gonna get it in. We got a little something.
Yeah.
We got a little something.
Yeah.
Don't panic.
Just share
Whatever
your
you do, don't panic.
We gonna take a shot at 9, bro. We gonna get off at 9:30 today. We about to get in these streets. You dig? Believe that. But the thing is, say, bro, it's not nothing to play with. And people joking about this disease shit and
And you know what? Everybody is so cold-hearted. They laughing at the girl and making jokes and dragging for the dude. Say, bro, we so cold-hearted, bro. As a people, we cold-hearted, dog.
But then other dude like rocks him in the video. The dude was getting the boo to hit out, laughing and then the dude bust on his face and yeah, man. See, but the people you didn't see that?
I don't want, man.
It ain't nothing that you really want to see, but I'm just saying that type of shit that's going on down there right
now.
Yeah, they wildin', son. They wildin'.
All I can say is wild.
Yeah.
That's all I can say, bro.
High Rise Boston Cartel. So I heard that people are so scared they getting tested themselves.
Them motherfuckers ain't getting tested, they lying.
They passing that shit around.
Hey, yo, passing around knowing they got it, bro.
Glad to see Think Twice blow up, no did it. Appreciate you, YO.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you, dude. Real talk.
You only got 39 tonight, bro. Our numbers really been dwindling now.
Yeah.
We don't go live enough, bro. But that's, Hey man, life be lifing sometimes, fam. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, life be lifing. Rock, you got it together yet over there, bro? Michael Lee, Twins and Rock, Miami-Dade County, Florida, 305. One love to y'all boys, still wearing those Reeboks. It's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You did. It's cool. Make sure you buying the pen of somebody getting paid that look like us. Yeah. Florida, though, I don't know what it is about Florida. Yeah, we click-clack in Florida. I don't know what it is. It's just Duval, all that shit. Yeah, Jacksonville, the whole Jacksonville, Miami, we just fuck. What's up, Vaughn? What's up, Vaughn? What's happening, bro? G. Wireless, y'all boys did the course. Believe that. So, bro, like when somebody said that we always been here, I would have made that argument too. Like we travel the world, we always been here. But say, bro, listen. What's up, King Vendetta? What's up, Vendetta? Black Power. Black Power. When they say you always been here, I used to argue. Yeah, we did, sir. We did. We have always been here. Man, look, I was so proud of our race that I said, man, Africans travel. We've been all over the globe for anybody been anywhere, right? I used to always say that. But I was challenged recently, maybe like a year ago, to see what twin. Prove that we always been here. And we couldn't. I said, bet. I went and did the research. I couldn't find nothing to prove that we always been here, bro. They like to say that Columbus said that he saw copper-colored people when he came there with gold-tip spears, right? Yeah. But Columbus also said they had tails. Mm-hmm. And he said they held a flat on their face. They said they were copper-colored, but not like the African. That's what he said. Especially the Ethiopian, because he had spent time in Ethiopia. Yeah, especially so he knew what Africans look like. Right. So he didn't say, I've seen Africans. He said, seen copper-colored people, they held their flat on their face. That wasn't us, dog. See, that's the thing. When they try to fool you and say, like, swarthy, copper-colored, melanated, what else? What's another word they use? Dark. Yeah, all that does not necessarily mean us, dude. We the only thing can't be duplicated, man. And what I don't understand is this. He said, y'all really believe whites? No, you believe whites. My teachers are black. Yeah. All of them. Yeah. Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, Dr. Ashwell Quasi, Dr. Parashango. Yeah. My teacher's black. Andy Diop. Yes. Your teacher's white. I just gave you 5. Give me some of your teachers. Give me some of your Indian scholars. So now see this way it get real at right here. Can y'all like to say y'all believe whites? No. I don't believe nothing. He said, I'm happy y'all came. Rico called said, I'm happy y'all came on today. I was tweaking. This is the best show in America. The best show in America. Yeah, in America. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. He said, I read a book called America. That MF a deep, fam. Let me tell you how, I respect it. Let me tell you how crazy shit is, right? They like to say Egypt is in America, right? But they don't understand. Egypt is a Greek word. Kemet is the original name of the land that they're trying to claim was Egypt. So how you gonna try to say that Egypt is in America and Egypt is a Greek word? Egypt is the name that they changed. The name was the original name. Kemet, the name was the original name, but you're saying Egypt. It sounds good, but it don't make no sense. They say the Mississippi is the Nile. The Mississippi is the Nile. I used to work on the Mississippi River. That's a nasty, dirty, rotten mother. Boy, they got all types of shit.
Man, I can't get rid of that shit, man. Fuck it.
Twins, did y'all notice how everything has changed? Phones, internet, TV, all devices is different? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why we gotta get on code. Yeah, you damn right. Rico calls. Shout out OG Murder. He's doing this thing until they take his pay. He wilding out. Yeah, OG Murder got a very, very, very fucking entertaining show, dog. OG Murder. I be fucking with him. I be fucking with him. Yeah, he be going in and out. That's been stupid. That's been stupid. I sit back smoking his butt. You jokes all day. That's what he be doing, just jokes and talking shit. That bitch. Shout out to Norbit, man. Yeah. If then y'all go check out Uncle Murder shit. You heard about that man fell in the water? Well, they say he got into a fight with a dude, and I don't know, bro. I'm not in New Orleans, bro. I'm in Texas. Give me some money. Stand out of the way. You see, y'all seen that video of them girls trying to get the dude pocket and he started swinging? Yep. As he should. Put in sleep. As he should. She ain't gonna do that no more. Now, see, let me tell y'all, so let me something clip. The Think Twice podcast is not condone putting your hands on women and fighting women. We don't condone that. But at the same time, I teach my daughters and any woman I know, keep your hands on yourself. Yeah. Especially no digging nobody's pocket. Right. That's a straight violation right there. Yeah. You don't even dig in no crackhead pocket. St. Thomas and Clarence, St. Thomas and 3 in Clarence, there's a lot of crazy things about that man that fell in the water. The city right now is going crazy. New Orleans is not a real place. I heard they fucking about to legalize prostitution on Bourbon Street. Like it wasn't legal in the first place. The real shit. Man. Church.
Rico say Rock, a gorilla have the strength of 5 men. I looked it up. I Googled it. Let me tell you something, dog. In y'all mind, y'all thinking like a gorilla is like King Kong or
Hey,
body so young. If a
hey, we
gorilla
ain't
see
gonna go
100
there.
people coming from me,
I
probably
got
gonna
the I
run.
got the receipts for that, so y'all need to just skip that for because you ain't gonna win.
Ain't no receipts for that. It never happened. They didn't say the
Period.
probability, so ain't no receipt.
Ain't no receipts.
Yeah, and that's not true. No 5 men. It's 20 men. You
Even if it's
understand that?
20 men.
Even if it's 20 men.
So
The mentality of a gorilla is if he see 100 niggas, he running.
no,
If
you're
he
not.
cornered, he might fight, but he
No,
running if
you're
he see
not.
100 men, man. What y'all
No,
think
you're
gorilla
not.
is, like a guard dog or something?
They think gorilla is like King
Boy,
Kong.
Yeah.
all right.
If
Y'all keep
he
thinking
get
that if
his
y'all
back to the
want to.
wall, yeah, he probably fuck some niggas up. But he see 100 niggas running them, he gonna break out running.
No, you're
Matter of
not,
fact,
man.
if you don't have on a gorilla bare hand, there's something wrong with you.
How
That
y'all
man
can
say
say
they're
that, man?
strong
How
or
y'all
something.
can say that when a human being go see that goddamn thing teeth and know what it can do and he gonna run? That's
Not
how y'all
100.
think.
Not 100.
Man, yeah, they is, man. Y'all
They
tripping,
know what
man.
they're there for. The
20 of
man
them
know
go,
why he there. The
20
gorilla
of
don't know
them
why
gonna
they there.
die. The rest of them gonna run, man. You crazy, man. You got
Man, if you
it's
Google
human
it now,
nature.
man, eventually we'll beat a gorilla.
100 men will beat it. That's what they say. Every search engine
No,
nigga will say
that's
that.
not. That's not true. Y'all saw that shit on whoever this lady was on Fox something there. I saw what you saw. No, it don't say that. Go look it up for real.
I bet you don't want bet if they don't say that.
I bet I know
You
what
won't be
you
wrong.
talking
He
I
about.
might.
bet you
I
ain't gonna bet
got
me
it.
and lose.
I'm about to
Y'all
show
look it
you.
up yourself. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to
Oh,
Rasheed. I'm
I'm
about
gonna
to
show
show
you.
y'all
Go
how
to
this go.
go
Look it up yourself.
AI
Ah, 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 ah,
ChatGPT.
ah, ah,
ChatGPT.
ah.
You
All
will
that
get the
talking ain't
accurate
gonna solve nothing,
information.
right? Let the
4,000
people look it up themselves.
4,000
Don't.
pounds of pressure per square inch. That's his bite. His might of a punch could crush your skull. You understand me? The thing could bench
How
press
much stamina you got, Rock?
hold on. The thing could bench
How much
press
stamina you got, Rock?
4,000 pounds.
Stamina. Stamina. How much stamina
He
you
ain't
got?
got no stamina. He don't have
Oh,
no
okay.
stamina. He
Okay.
don't have no stamina.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm about to teach y'all something right
I'm
now.
about to teach you
Listen,
something.
I'm gonna teach y'all something. See all that talking? You know what that's called? That's called gaslighting. I asked y'all to look up, can 100
I'm
men
telling you
kill
what
a...
I look up.
Stop,
I'm reading it from what I look up. I'm reading it from the look
Let me
up.
talk.
I'm
Let me
reading
talk.
it from the look
I'm
up.
gonna let you talk. Watch
What are
this.
you
I'm gonna let
talking
you
about?
talk.
I'm reading it up the look up right now. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna let you talk. Now
Shit.
let me see what I gotta say. I'm gonna leave
Come
it
on,
alone.
man.
Don't take my word for it. Don't take Rock word for it. Y'all look it up. Can 100 men kill a gorilla and see what it tell you? See if it tell you they can't, and see who lying. I don't know what they talking about. Look it up right now yourself. I ain't talking about what every gorilla can do. I'm telling y'all, look up what it says. Can 100 men kill a gorilla? And see what it tells you at the end. Yeah, they're gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna say. It's gonna be a lot of casualties for the humans, but 100 men with the right strategy will probably kill a gorilla because of his stamina. That's what it says. Go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Don't take Rock. We gonna come back with all that hooping and hollering shit. Fuck what I say. Fuck what he say. Look it up yourself. That's what intelligence is. I'm not talking about no first 25 days. Go look it up yourself. You got a whole computer in your hand, man.
Yeah, he probably gonna kill a lot of them.
Yeah.
But he ain't got no stamina. And he gonna be taking me like this.
Go look it up, man.
And 40 niggas gonna jump on him and kill his big ass.
That man said don't say that. Go look it up. All the other shit he gonna come with gaslight. He could do this. He got this much strength. I don't disagree with none of that. But go look up can 100 men kill a gorilla and see what it says.
A human can't even beat a chimpanzee one-on-one. Of course he can.
Of course he can.
We never say one-on-one. We say 100.
Man, say wrong way. Say, but do something intelligent for me. Go look it up. That's all you gotta do. Braylon, go look it up. All y'all that anybody that got that want to know the truth, go look it up.
You
Don't take
dismiss.
Squidward word
Say,
for it.
dog, listen, bro. You dismissing human nature, bro. You dismissing that, dog. You giving all
What?
you just giving all the credit to these dumbass humans gonna go fight an animal. For one, how you gonna break its skin? Only way you gonna kill that thing if you tired it
You
out.
said it didn't say that.
I'm
Let's get
telling
to
you what
that.
the hell it say. I'm telling you what it said. I'm telling you exactly what it said right now. You're gonna have to tire the thing out. Period. That's the
That means you
only
can do
way.
something with it then, right?
But it's gonna be brutal. You're gonna have about 20 minutes left.
Who cares?
Ain't give a
You got
fuck.
one left.
If you got one left.
But a lot of them gonna run. That's
Now
a might
you trying to see.
I'm just
This
trying to
this this
tell
this,
you,
this
because
what
I
it
know
leads to,
human
y'all.
nature. Listen,
This
man,
what it
we
leads
know
to.
human nature, dog. You're not gonna run up in there. People gonna fucking flee.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he
That nigga
breaks
ain't sick,
something
bro.
on you, he gonna
But then
stop
could
a
be a
lot
little
of them.
different. We
I
might.
ain't saying he gonna kill most, but he gonna immobilize a
Whatever,
lot.
Rock. For sure. For
So
sure.
that's
For
what y'all
sure.
gotta think. And then you
For
gotta
sure.
understand
For
that
sure.
20
Gary
men
Dan
can't
said,
jump on him at one time. What the fuck? You gonna be
for
on
sure.
top of each other.
Of course they can't, but they gonna wear his ass out after about 20
They
or
gonna
30
wear
of
his
them niggas.
ass out.
But it's now looking at his shifts with blacks, the Nino brothers, so evidently they knew of the landmass. I find it funny that he came to North America 1492, the same year Spain kicked the Moors out.
Well, he didn't come to America, to North America.
Nope, he went to the
He went
Caribbean.
to the Caribbean. And he thought he was in the West Indies. He thought he was with the Indian. That's why he called him Indian.
Yeah.
That's why they go, I'm an Indian. That's a
He ain't never
misnomer right there,
came
because he
here.
misclassified who y'all was.
But you claiming that you were Indian.
But then it wasn't even here that he came and saw that.
Exactly.
Exactly. They didn't even come here.
And
Columbus
then
came to the Caribbean and South America and
and
shit.
then he specifically said they colored, but they don't look like the African.
I told him that right before you came
Yeah,
on.
when
Right?
you came on, we told him that. He said they copper colored, but not like the African.
But not like the African. There
He
you
said
go.
their hair laid flat on their forehead,
Like the
Right,
Indians do.
like an Indian do,
like an Eskimo.
Yeah.
That came from Siberia, across the Siberian landmass.
or Asian, like they like to say. You
That
know?
too.
Yeah,
Siberian is
exactly,
Asian. Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
they don't even go down the tree, bro. They just skip all that part. They don't
my
even
thing
say
is,
they won't even say they're related to them people. My bad. They won't even say they're related to those people. But you
Facts.
claiming they damn culture and they everything. You know
Man,
what I'm
listen,
saying?
the Cherokee, the Creek, the Seminole, and
Choctaw.
the Choctaw and somebody else, they all own slaves.
all of they were slave catchers.
So when you say I'm a Cherokee, which was you the slave or you the slave owner? Which one
Right.
was you?
Look what King's Vendetta said. The book America was written by ship captains. It's their journals. They never said they saw Africans over here
Hey,
If they
you
wasn't
know,
here.
because they wasn't here.
say never
They
know what
wasn't
they
here.
on now. They back on no slave boats and all this. How they ain't come here? I
Say,
was
bro,
like, God damn.
all you gotta
What?
do, listen, anybody on in this chat, the 44 people in there want to get some knowledge and learn something, don't let nobody tell you nothing about it. Where the slave ships at? Google slavevoyages.com or .org. Slavevoyages.org.
They tell you about all the slave ships, the manifest, where they came
The
from.
captains,
Yeah, where
the
they
name of the ship, when he landed, what slaves they took. They tell you all that. All that's documented, bro.
keep on them. You said the Indians were here first. We just explained to you how the name Indian is a misnomer. A misnomer means he misclassified them people when he saw them. He thought he was in India,
That's what he thought he was.
but he wasn't in India. So when you call yourself, or anybody call themselves an Indian, you are calling yourself a misclassified name from the beginning.
Out
I
the
expect you
gate.
say indigenous American before you say Indian.
A native,
They
yeah.
said they wasn't slave ships, they were cargo ships. You're right.
You're right.
But we call them slave ships. They had slaves on them cargo ships.
Right.
They tried to lie and say it never happened.
They even teach some of these fools that happen in reverse.
Say, bro.
That shit is crazy.
Say, bro. We got to stop just regurgitating things that we hear and do some research, bro. If we get on our phone and go look at what's going on ESPN or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, let's Google some information and make us sharpen our brains up a little bit, y'all.
Yeah, let's do that.
When I do research, I'm fucking people that got primary sources. That means I go straight to the primary source. You can't just tell. All right, if you want to say we've always been there, prove it to me.
Prove it to me. Show me a body, show me civilization, show me anything, writing, anything.
They're gonna say it's undocumented evidence. I'm like, well, what is undocumented evidence at then?
Rico said, I'll Google it. A man cannot be the gorilla. Whoever said a man can be the gorilla, Rico?
A man.
Whoever said that?
We said 100 men.
100 men. Go Google that and come back.
I don't think 30 men can beat a gorilla.
Yeah,
You don't need 100.
yeah.
I don't think 30 or 40. You don't need 100.
They thought the Irish came from monkeys. Well, they carry the RH gene.
That's right. They carry the rhesus gene.
Yeah.
We don't.
We don't.
We Homo sapien sapien.
I might have said, prove we haven't been here first about it. How can I prove something that wasn't never there?
Well,
You
they
have
gotta.
to have evidence that you was here first for me to disapprove it. I try to explain to you very slowly. In order for me to discredit something, it have to have credibility first
To begin with.
to begin
Okay,
with.
was the native here before the African?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, there was.
Yes.
You know why? You know how we know?
They got evidence of it.
When the African came in chains and we were smelting iron in Africa and all that,
They was in the Stone
it
Age.
was in the Stone Age.
They were living in teepees. We had written language. They ain't had no written language.
We had mathematics, astrology, science.
So
They didn't have
okay,
that none.
okay. So with that being said, they were one of the early migrations from Africa, right?
They came from the Iberian Peninsula. They
Okay,
wasn't
before that,
Africans. They wasn't
before
Africans.
before that, where they came.
Before
In Asia.
they was in Asia.
Okay,
Freezing.
before they came from Asia,
They
what
had
they
evolved
did.
thousands and thousands and thousands of years away from Africans. That was you asked.
Exactly, that's my whole point. Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I'm
but
talking
the
about. That's why I
European
say
Africans, European
evolved.
African too. Then
That's
that's the point.
why
That's the point.
that is. I said that's what they evolved
And
to.
what kind? That's not really a good point.
What I'm saying is, bro, people
No,
that
no,
look
no,
like
no,
me
no,
and
no.
you, who identify as
No, no, no,
Africans,
no, no, no. I'm talking about
Listen
my
what we saying,
question.
Rock. Listen.
No, I'm
What we
talking about my
saying is,
question though. My
what we
question.
saying, all right, but what we saying there are people that look like us. We not talking about, we know everybody came
I
from
ain't
us.
talking about that. I ain't talking about that. That's
What
why
you
I
talking
asked
about
the
then?
question. That's why I said once we understood that they was part of early migration, and then I was like, okay, I mean, well, they was here before the African, and was like, yes, I understand that. And then I was like, they part of the early migrations from Africa. He was like, it's from Siberia, and I'm like, so on, so on. What I was asking in totality, so were they part of the early migration? That's it.
Well, who?
Because
The
they
African?
changed. Huh?
The African?
No, the native.
Yes.
I know.
30,000 years ago, something like that.
Right, exactly. That's what I was getting to.
27,000 years ago, that's when they first.
Yeah.
Killer Maul said, made from dirt in God's image. So God is dirt. God is dirt. Let me finish reading your question though. Every color of dirt is the color of man. What makes one dirt better than the other color of dirt? Nothing. We all dirty. No, I'm not dirty, bro. I don't claim to be dirty.
Nah.
You dig? I don't claim that.
We here now, that's proof. Nah, homie, they ain't how history working, about it. That shit might sound good to you, but that's not how history works. By your motive, I can come on in and say, boy, I remember the Commodore made a song called Happy Feelings in the Air. And if you don't know no better, you don't believe that. But the history and the evidence says Mays made that song. You understand what I'm saying? Evidence has to be presented when you make a claim.
Killer Maul said, you're a sinner. Get over it.
Man,
What's the sin? What's the sin? What's the sin? Since I'm a sinner, since you know me,
your name Kill 'em all. My name's Shaddai, which means strong and willing. Your name Kill 'em all.
He said, God gonna knock you off your high horse to look up. Well, let me tell you something, bro. And listen to me carefully. If God gonna put his hands on me and knock me down, we ain't gonna do shit to the KKK and Donald Trump and the people dropping bombs on babies and kids
Or
and
the rape a
all that
man.
type of shit.
Yeah,
Then fuck your God, bro.
How
Or
about that?
rape a
How about
man.
that? How about that?
How about that?
History says we're native. Amadi Brown, I'm starting to think you might be a little slow, brother.
What history?
What history? Whose history? His story, huh?
People tell me I listen to white folks. We talking about history.
Tell him what black person said that. Credible historian says that.
Come on, man.
Now, why he ain't gonna have no answer at all for that? He can't even go Google that.
Or the credible white man that told him that.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Killer Maul say sin is dirty. You're dirty to sin, bro. Let ye amongst us who have not sinned cast the first stone.
You're blaspheming right now.
Punch yourself in the head with a rock and get off my live, man. What
Yeah.
my admin that, man?
Yeah.
Clown out of here, man.
And get that board out there if you get that splinter out of mine. You don't tell nobody they dirty. Who are you to judge somebody? Judge not, at least you be judged yourself. Get up out of here, man. Matter of fact, let me help him. Let me help you get up out of
See,
here.
there's no evidence. There ain't no evidence that we've been there before colonialism.
None.
There's none. I looked it up. I researched. I looked it up. Nobody wrote about no Africans being here. Ain't no African languages here. Ain't no African chemistry, science, math, structures, bones,
None of that.
bodies, nothing, bro.
Nothing.
Nothing. That's how you know. That shit is a lie.
They say it's the undocumented stuff.
We just
Like
told you, bro. Go
like
look
the
up
Grand Canyons is Egypt and all this shit.
all that crazy. Say, Amade, we just told you to look up slavevoyages.org. You didn't even do that. But you let come out your mouth, no slave ships. That's called ignorance. And we give you the information to go look up where the slave ships at, and you don't look it up, you just blurt out ain't no slave ships. That means some dummy didn't taught you, and you let a dummy teach you. That's what that means to me.
That man,
That might be Chief Jamal under the new name. Well, he out of here right now. Amade out of here. We out of here right now. Amade, you talking about, well, where the slave ship? Where your bike at when you was 10 years old? What you did with that? You still got evidence of that?
What happened to your first bike you 20 years ago?
What happened to your bike? You still got it? You got evidence of it?
What happened to your pop-up truck when you was a little boy?
Come on, man. That's a crazy question, man.
Come on, man.
Man, they be saying, why if they had slave ships, you know these people that made money off that. I say no, they wouldn't. That's gonna be criminalized.
It's incriminating themselves.
Yeah, stupid. I'm like, that don't make no sense.
But they wasn't slave ships. They was cargo ships.
There was cargo
They still had cargo ships, but they just wasn't exporting slaves no more once they abolished the slave trade.
Yeah.
What's the best way?
Boats like that
What
we
you
got
think
here.
gonna just? You thought they was gonna just build a special
What's
boat
up, Black Boy?
for just to bring humans? No, the best way to get past people too is a cargo.
9 o'clock.
What's up, Black Boy?
Yeah, made it to the liquor store?
I'm about to go. No.
All right. I had a Dino.
I'm gonna go to live, bitch. They close at 9:30, huh?
Oh, we missed that up. I'll go tomorrow.
I'm going tomorrow.
All right. I had a Dino. I bet I can't find that motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to tell you, like, where the slave ships at? Where your bike at when you was 10 years old? You talking about where the slave ships at? What the evidence of your bike?
The devil's all got to do to claim that you're an Indian.
Yeah.
That's how you know that shit fake.
You got to disapprove the slave
Even if
trade.
you was an Indian, you can say, I'm Indian, but the slave trade did happen. No, you got to deny the slave trade. You running from your Africanness.
Rico, I want to tell y'all to Google it. I know y'all don't have no books. Y'all don't go to the library.
That's why I tell you to.
That's why I tell you to Google it. I got books and go to the library. So I tell you to Google it because I know you ain't got no books. So no, that can never be my name.
I ain't got to Google. I tell you to Google it.
I done show my books plenty of times. I'm somewhere away from home, so I can't show them now. But I go to the library even out here. I tell you to Google it. I know you don't have no books.
He said, Doc 54 said, I understand y'all frustration. Ignorance is too damn easy to fix. Look, ain't nothing wrong with being ignorant, dog. I'm ignorant on some shit.
We ignorant to a lot of things.
Ignorant means you just don't know.
That's it.
It's a lack of knowledge.
That's
it. All ignorance is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't mean you stupid. It means you don't know.
It's just a lack of knowledge.
But when somebody points you in the direction of the information and you ignore it, void or ignore it, that's
arrogant.
stupid.
That's arrogant ignorance.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing wrong with being ignorant and not knowing. It's stupid when somebody gives you the information and you ignore it. You know, they got a word for that called cognitive dissonance.
That's when you ignore concrete evidence for your core belief.
He said, no book or reference can tell you who is on the planet. What? What you mean? What you talking about, bro?
I don't understand what you're saying, Amadi. You got a whole African name. And you talking about some, you was here first. Like, man, you all over the place, bro.
Amadi, do me one favor, bro. Since you know so much. Find me any evidence of anybody being in America over 30,000 years.
That look like you especially.
I'm talking about us, black people, bro. We distinct in the way we look. We can be light-skinned, we got the same, you gonna know that's a nigga. You understand?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, find me something older than 30,000 years old. Show me what they wrote about, us being here. Show me that, bro. And you would never find it.
Like Greg say, look, Greg, UBT Greg Too Fly say, yeah, that's the exact definition of ignorance. But willing to learn is the most important thing. Greg, bro, you can teach me something. Anybody can teach me something. I don't feel like nobody can teach me.
I remain teachable.
I remain teachable. What's up, Florida Geisha?
What's up, Geisha? What's happening?
Columbus had no way of knowing who was all in the Americas. Columbus never came to the America. What part of that do you not understand?
He just told you that, bro.
You're not listening. He went to the Caribbean, bro, to the islands. He never came to North America. We call North America right now.
And you know what, bro? They don't know. That's what killed their whole story.
Yeah.
That's what killed their whole story. Columbus ain't never came here. He misnamed you from the Caribbeans where y'all was at.
And that's he not listening.
And that's what they at now.
Correct. He not listening.
That's where their ancestry go to too. Man, stop. In South America. Before him, man,
Yeah.
stop it, man.
Listen,
So
this you understand. When Columbus came in on ships, we had a written language already. People was documenting what they did. The king, his family, the queen, his children, the nieces, the nephews, the court.
the Mayans was there in the South Americans around that time.
They kept records.
Yeah, they kept records.
They
That's why when they tell you about the Americans, who the oldest here, and they tell you it's them, the Aztecs and the Mayans.
Yeah.
They don't say the natives. That's
They don't say no Native American, but listen.
Yeah, stop.
No Native American group above Mexico had a written language until 1821,
None.
until somebody gave it to them. Them people didn't have a written language. They was in the Stone Age. They didn't have no high institutional learning. They didn't even have no civilization.
They ain't even build no structures.
And you claiming that's you.
They were living in teepees and stucco huts, man.
Yeah.
But that's you.
And then they'll find a dark-skinned one of them and be like, yeah, see, but you forget that you missed the point that they mingled. They intermingled. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you get that dark-skinned one. What the hell you thought?
Rico, don't tell us nothing about what Kanye said, bro. Please. That man was in a mental institution, but we're not having that kind of conversation.
Whether you're on his medicine or not.
So what Kanye said don't mean diddly squat to me. It might mean something to you. It don't mean nothing to me. UBT Greg Too Fly say real shit. I consider myself well-rounded and educated, but y'all have taught me things that made me research things that I was spoken on. And anything, anybody give me the research, I'm going to look it up, bro. I'm not going to just dispel what you're saying.
And if I'm wrong, get at me, dog.
Yeah.
Like DMX said. Get at me, dog. If I'm wrong. Because I don't want to just be the nigga saying, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I want to follow the truth. Even if it go against my narrative, I'm going to follow the truth, dog.
There are civilizations right now that are unaccounted for. And that makes sense what you just said?
What they at?
That makes sense to you?
If they're unaccounted for, then how you gonna say they got civilization they ain't accounted for?
Like, that makes sense to you?
Go look up Negro Town in Alabama.
You heard somebody say that, but it ain't. You
Africa Town in Alabama.
Wait, what he
Go look it
said,
up.
they got civilization not accounted for.
Well,
They
how you
know
know
of
about
them.
them then?
They know of them. There you go.
Man, that's crazy. That's wild. You a wild boy, son. You a wild boy.
They ain't got to know how many of them they know about them, though. Shit, just because
Yeah.
they can't count them. Them people won't let their ass land on their land. That's why.
Hey, man, let's get them lights up, man. Let's get them lights up, man.
Do me a favor, y'all. Since they had no slave ships, go look up Africa Town.
Yeah, go look up Africa Town.
It's in Mobile, Alabama. Go look up Africa Town and tell me what that's about. Since they ain't got no slave ships or nothing like that. You know, go look that up. Africa Town. Just education. Just show me your mind, but say thank you, Twin, for put me on game, brother.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You did?
Why everybody in the whole world know about it?
Amada Media says, so 500 years ago, they knew about every person on Earth?
No, but they knew about they didn't know about a race of people though.
Yeah, they knew about the race.
They knew about a tribe of people.
Yeah,
If you're a Cherokee, they don't know who you is.
yeah.
How come none of you Cherokees and Sioux and none of you Native American Indians can speak the language?
None of y'all.
None of y'all.
If you ain't never been no slave, why can't you speak the language?
The Cherokee, who claim to be Cherokee, they can speak the language.
Yeah,
The Sioux, the Seminole,
yeah,
the Creek.
yeah.
All that stuff in your own clan, the people really got, they got the culture, they got the language, they got the food, they got the history,
The land,
everything.
and you ain't got shit but a claim.
You didn't got a pigeon feather fucking thing on your head.
That's crazy.
Talking about you a chief. Who made you a chief?
Rico, let me explain something to you, dog. Google is not just one search engine. You got Wikipedia, which is a whole encyclopedia informational book that you can go on Google and Google. So when you talk about Google, bro, that's the problem. You can find the truth on Google. You can find bullshit too. But your information is common sense. And the information got to be credible, bro. The natives were enslaved too. A few of them probably work.
Man, primary source you get from Google.
Yeah.
You got to Google a primary source.
Yeah.
That's all. I haven't talked about to y'all about primary sources because I know y'all don't know what that is because y'all don't do no research.
Yeah. Maroon, what's happening, man? 3Ds, please. Y'all know what it is, man.
What's up, Maroon?
You did? We don't know every person is not. What they got to do with anything?
He said, come on now, y'all definitely on code with this one. Keep dropping his knowledge.
You know that light show?
All I'm saying is, bro, listen. The reason why we got to get on code, I want y'all to listen to me very carefully. It's going to be a little slick little dialogue, but it'll be quick, though. The reason why we in last place, why we can get shot down and don't get justice, the reason why we get locked up at alarming rates and they build jails to lock our youngsters up, the reason why they have our female parading around talking about my booty hole, brown nose, and that type of shit, bro, because we was fucking property at one time. That's why, bro. That's why this dynamic exists in America, bro.
You have some people that tell you because we was tricked out of our land. We was tricked out of our this. We signed this. The treaty did this. And man, them people took this shit by force.
With a gun.
With a gun.
Ain't nobody tricked you out those positions, man.
Amada, you sound like an 11-year-old talking to us right now, bro. We don't know where a person is now. What did I got to do with anything?
We say groups of people.
We say groups of people.
If you claim to be a Cherokee, show me the language y'all speak then.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you gotta do. Show me the language you speak, bro. If you always been there, show me the evidence. I hope you can do some research and look it up. You're gonna find out you ain't always been here. Matter of fact, at one time, this wasn't even inhabitable. We couldn't even live here. Matter of fact, if you pay attention, though, most of the United States is cold. Only thing warm is the South. Other than that, man, people don't live in no black people. Us, we're not gonna originate where it's cold at, bro. We're gonna originate near the equator. That's where we're gonna originate at. See what I'm saying? You gotta use common sense and reasoning, bro. You got to. Matter of fact, not just us, most people, period. Florida Geecher said, all I knew is my ancestors came from the motherland and were brought to the Carolinas, Maryland, Georgia, and Bama. And they later migrated to Florida, and I came into existence. I'm African. That's right. I'm American.
Salute. Salute.
My nationality is American because I was born here.
Yeah.
But my lineage, my race, my ethnicity, our culture, where we from, I'm African.
Exactly.
And man, look, but Africa is the original man on the planet. Why are you ashamed of that?
Why you trying to claim somebody that was in the Stone Age when Africa was in the Iron Age in the 8th, 9th century BCE?
Why are you embarrassed about that, bro?
We was the first ones to have writing, signs, paper, ink, mat. Imhotep built the first monolithic pyramid. Why would you want to be something else? Like, for what?
Y'all press that like button, y'all press that like button. We need to get bro up there with this deserve attention for real, man. Well, people don't want to hear this here, bro. And that's cool. We understand that. We know that.
That's why we only got 50 people in here.
We know that.
We were talking about some street shit. 200 people being this.
But that ain't what it's about, though. Sometimes we gotta just drop knowledge and have these conversations for our people, bro.
Yeah.
Up and down my timeline, I'm seeing all type of foolishness, bro. You know, they showing pictures of dark-skinned Indian. All right, so you're Indian, now what? Is that gonna stop yourself from getting killed for walking to the store to get some Skittles? Huh? You niggas, man, yo.
What is the end game? Bro. I understand what I'm claiming is a global power that don't need nobody to sustain itself. Straight up.
Okay, if I'm wrong, but listen, all I'm telling you is, bro, and I'm gonna be honest. Last year, I was saying that Africa's been there before Columbus, before the slaves, before the Indians. I was saying that too, right? Somebody challenged me, bro. I did the research and I looked for the answers. There's no proof of no black people being here before, prior to Columbus, prior to colonization.
The 1492.
There's no proof or evidence of us being here. People that look like me and you. I'm not talking about no Indian.
Yeah.
You know what? He may get a tan. You know,
straight black hair.
I'm talking about us.
Yes.
We'll make the distinction now. We ain't gonna make none later. When I go to French Quarter, I'll be saying, or anywhere I go, he black or he an Indian. I don't do that. That's a nigga. I'm a nigga.
I roll the niggas.
I'm
gonna roll on that side.
Straight up.
Man, they don't know nothing Indian though. They not one thing. None of them. Even the ones who well versed in it don't know one thing. Not an Indian word, not an Indian nothing.
Log, tell Log I say what's up, man. We don't look like Africans. Amadi, bro, that's like an 11-year-old statement you just made.
Are you aware? Hold up. Are you aware that Africa has over 54 countries?
It has 54 countries.
54 countries. Don't you know they come in all shades? Light.
Shamar Moore is an African. Naomi Campbell is an African.
Nipsey Hussle was an
African. So when you say something like that, it just let everybody know how uneducated you are when you say we don't look like Africans. Africans look a whole bunch of different ways, dude.
What we don't look like is Indians.
Man.
That's what we don't look like.
This shit is crazy. Amadi, you too old to think all Africans is blue, black, or kinky hair, bro. You too old to still think that, bro. What's wrong with you, man?
Damn. Yeah, a lot of them think that.
He said, post a number, he want to grab. No, we'll be dropping knowledge tonight. Tonight, but maybe we can call it Monday.
Yeah.
You dig?
Or you get them on here, come on, put it in the chat and let them go over the phone on the chat.
They got the flat, the same one say they native is the one say it's flat earth in the firmament.
Say, bro, all that shit is religious arguments, dude. Flat earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Say, bro, we ought to explain to these people that anything that has to do with life is at least spiritual. From your heart to your balls to ovaries to seeds,
your eyes, your heart,
your lungs, everything
that got to do with life.
I say so. Wait,
it's spiritual, but
so
flat.
if anybody up in here talking about that, tell me this. So the rest of the planet's under the firmament too?
For
Or
real.
or only Earth here?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy for somebody even. You're not even paying attention to what's around you.
That pseudo sounds like a mug.
That pseudo sound like a mug.
Whoo, like that's the one for me. So okay, they say the sun and the moon in here,
Yeah.
but
The earth revolves around the sun. That's what they teaching the people, man.
you can't get why nobody in the whole world let nobody go to Antarctica. That's the one for me.
Tell
Ain't
that boy
nothing to go
salute,
there
man.
for.
Tell him we love him too. Salute. Amadi Media said, look African. Man, they
No
got people that's
light.
African, you wouldn't even know they was African, but let's tell you I'm African. Shamar is African, bro. So when you say we don't look like Africans, that's very, very ignorant. There's 54 countries with all shades.
That's why you gotta study African history, bro.
You understand? They got Africans with blue eyes, black like me with blue eyes. So you say you don't like, do you got blue eyes? Well, of course
Lighter
you
than
like
me.
an African then.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Florida Geeta said, shit, I get accused of being from Nigeria or Senegal from continental Africans. I had an African brother ask me, when am I going back to Nigeria? I had to tell him that I'm from here.
Yeah.
That's right.
I
When
can
you
tell
go
the
to
difference.
when
No,
you
you
go
can't. No, you
anywhere
can't.
when you go anywhere in the Caribbean, they're gonna ask you. They're gonna thank you from there. They ain't gonna thank you from America.
No.
I'm telling you.
You can't tell the difference, though. You always say, when you said we don't look like Africans, that means that Africans look a certain way. There's no certain look for Africans, dog.
If Big
We come in
Poppy
all
them
shapes and colors and sizes, bro.
and Alex Rodriguez them, if they ain't open their mouth, they gonna say they was black dudes playing baseball.
Pull
The
up.
hell out of here,
Hold
man.
on,
Stop it.
we got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, 1 minute.
You can tell the difference. How?
No, you can't, bro.
How?
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you
If
can't.
a Nigerian and Ethiopian region look completely different, how can you tell the difference? Or African from Khoisan people,
Senegal.
or Senegal, what they had the Black Hawk down, Somalia. All them people look different, dude. What are you talking about?
Ethiopians.
Y'all saw today, all them nations all over the world, really. Especially in Africa, there was marching for protesting for your boy Toure, Ibrahim Toure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they're going on because that damn general from for the USA.
Yeah, they using him to go at Toure. I seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
seen that.
So everybody like uniting out there. It was all in Jamaica had a protest, everything, man.
I
It was
seen
going
that.
down, man. They was,
Say,
but they
I'm gonna teach you this one time, bro. A Nigerian, somebody from Eritrea, somebody from Ethiopia, somebody from Somalia, the Sudan. Say, but don't you know Libya? What Gaddafi got light skinned and dark skinned Libyans?
And that's in Africa, Northern Africa?
That's just one country.
There's
Out of
54 countries.
They got different people in one country that don't even look alike.
They got people in Nigeria that don't look alike.
I'm trying to teach you something, but all Africans ain't blue, black, bikini here, bro. They're not. Somalians, they got light-skinned Somalians and dark-skinned Somalians. They got Somalians with fair hair and Somalians with nappy hair.
The oldest people in Africa, the Khoisan people.
Are light-skinned.
They light-skinned
with slanted eyes.
They're like my cousin them, with slanted eyes, man.
Man, you're not making no sense, dude. Like I said, you got people in one country that don't even look alike. But you say you can tell the difference in Africans. How?
Lord, that boy tearing their ass up.
One way.
Mitchell.
We talking about hair texture and everything, phenotypes and everything. I have too.
I got it. Yeah, he's still looking at you? Turn the phone towards him. Turn the phone towards him.
I see you trying to look up in the sky.
I see you.
Stupid looking at it.
I see you.
Now make me come to New York.
I see you. All right, sis.
He might think you're beautiful.
Yeah.
I can tell the difference off top. Okay, well,
All right, sis. Be careful. All right.
All right.
All right. You in New York?
Love you, sis.
I love you, sis.
I can tell the difference off top. How? Them people don't look alike all over the whole continent, bro.
What do you mean he could tell the difference?
That's what I'm saying. That just sounds crazy to me.
He could tell the difference in who?
African.
African people and Americans.
He a damn African. The hell?
Exactly.
You're African, don't even know it. You ain't know. And take a DNA test and see what it say. Take a DNA test. He can tell
You
the
gonna
difference
tell
off top.
when they talk?
How come? Put it like this:
When
if
they
nigga
talk?
was Indians, how come not one Indian, not one Indian, a nigga claimed to be an Aboriginal or a Native American, took a DNA test and that shit came back and said it was what they was?
Not one.
Not one of them.
All of them that took a DNA test came back to West and Central Africa.
Yep.
Every last one of them.
Yep. Yep. That's how you know.
If I pull up Jamal Moore and Nipsey Hussle, what you gonna say about them? The dude that played on with 50 Cent show, the little light skinned dude.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. You can't tell Idris Elba no damn African, man. Go sit down somewhere.
Man, they got light-skinned Africans and they got dark-skinned Africans, bro. What you fail to realize is, while you talking about the white man, what the white man did was showed you every picture of an African looking like a baboon or a monkey or something. So
What
you think
Bob
everybody in
Marley?
Africa blue, black with a bone in their nose or a savage or something. That's what you think in your mind.
You know we ain't putting no pictures on here, man.
You can't put no pictures, ain't put no pictures up on here, man. It's time for us to take a shot, man. Shot o'clock, man.
He not capping, dog. These dudes really be messed up out here, man. Hold that.
Put y'all ones in the chat, man.
Put y'all ones in the chat, man.
Put y'all ones in the chat. It's time to take a shot, man. Put y'all ones in the chat. That's what I'm talking about, Florida Geechee.
Yeah. It's Friday. Who the hell is that?
It's gonna ring my doorbell.
Hold on, let me go check this shit.
They're doing it at the Airbnb like the death, man. You heard me? Hello. We're not super long, Amadi Media. It's time for you to step your game up. It's time for you to stop being on the level that you on and advance, brother. You gotta advance, brother. Nah, we're in the Airbnb.
That
So
boy
ain't no
say y'all
ducking back
super
there.
low. Oh, little daddy, man, just keep going, man. You go run into it. That's what I tell them now, dog. They gonna keep on. If they keep on trying to learn something or research, they gonna run into the truth.
All you gotta do is do it honestly, though. Don't do it to prove your narrative. Challenge your narrative.
Challenge
Challenge
it.
your point of view to see if you're right all the way. And if you find out you're wrong, go with the truth, bro. Go with the truth, bro.
Make you a better person.
Yeah, make you a better person, man. You ain't got to lie. We ain't got to lie to kick it. Come on, you can take the shots, man. We ain't got to
Don't
lie to kick it. You
question,
stand in the night, you going out, B.
boy. But see, they ain't gonna do it because you don't put the question God.
We ain't getting drunk.
Then what's the point?
See? The point is, you're going to get your ass up. That's the point.
I'm getting up, boy. I need
Come on, man. Give me some more ones in the chat, man.
Put some ones in the chat, man. You did?
Oh, you want to soldier? 3 times for the third wall.
uh.
Woo.
Percy Miller, pass me the green. I need some weed with the Hennessy. What up? It's the iceberg man. It's the iceberg man. Looking at it, boy.
We know he's the real person, Miller, boy.
Get up out of here, boy.
But you our boy, though. You always
Yeah,
support
yeah,
us on the
yeah,
channel, so you
yeah.
welcome here,
You
dog.
welcome me here.
But you was a real person, Miller. You still welcome. We fuck with Pete.
Yeah, no doubt.
We fuck with Pete.
No doubt.
Brian, that said, make sure it's a reliable website. Well, the reason how you nullify that, you do more than one search.
Yeah.
You don't search one thing, be like, oh, so see what it said? You gotta do multiple searches. You gotta do multiple searches. Read a book, open a book.
Even if you have to read somebody's work that's an expert in that particular field,
right?
that's even fine to do. That's okay to do. Your mind said, I'm feeling good. 9 time. I heard that shit. Now I want to build it, man.
Florida Project.
You did? I see
Stand
you.
up.
I see you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
So we gonna be on like to 9:30, bro. So any questions y'all got before we leave?
Yeah,
bro?
we only got 30 more minutes.
We got 30 more minutes before we get up out of here. What's up, Rock?
The joint say all Native Indians DNA traced back to Asia. That's why they look like they do.
Right.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. That's a fact. Y'all always been here, but ain't get a written language to 1840,
1821.
1821. But y'all always been here. What y'all built, bro? What y'all contributed to society?
Academia-wise, was it mathematics, science? Was it writing? Was it chemistry? What? Not a goddamn thing. And proud to come. I'm an Indian. Grandma said, I'm an Indian.
Grandma said,
Come on,
we
man.
some Indians. Man, come on, bro.
You gotta stop that, bro. I'm from New Orleans, dog. We got shotgun houses in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know where that come from? Go look it up.
West Africa.
Go look it up.
Doc 504 said nobody wants to believe what they've been taught is wrong. It's very difficult and frustrating to try to educate folks. You know what, though?
It's called cognitive dissonance.
That's what happened with me, bro. I was
Because
like
they
that.
rather
You couldn't tell me
believe
shit about Jesus.
they rather
At one
believe
time.
than know. They rather believe than know.
Yeah.
You couldn't
They
tell me
cool.
shit about not being an Indian. I used to think we was Indians too, because grandma said we were Blackfoot Indians. You know, I thought that too. But once I live in my reality,
And I found out the maternal family was owned by some white people in
Platinum
My
Parish.
grandparents ain't tell me that.
I was like, okay.
My grandparents was Ponson Blanc, so they passed for white on my mom's side, and my grandfather ain't tell me nothing about no goddamn Indian.
I ain't gonna lie. Grandma said.
Because he was old enough to remember he was in World War I, so how about that?
Yeah,
That's deep, bro.
yeah.
That's deep.
So
Yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing about God and Jesus at one time. You couldn't tell me nothing about being from Africa, because I hated Nigerians.
Yeah.
Every Nigerian I met was a stuck-up, old, arrogant, think we were lazy, nigga hating African. So I'm like, man, I ain't no motherfucking African. Fuck them.
Stink ass motherfucker.
But I realized
Slide head.
they just confused as we is.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know nothing about their history. You know, they love Jesus more than we do over there.
Yeah.
They were colonized before we was.
Yeah.
Look, the African American is the smartest, most culturally aware, historically astute people on the planet, dog. Everybody follow our culture, our dance, our music, everything.
Yeah.
The
everything.
resiliency we went through slavery has made us who we is. Bro.
Our look, everything.
Everything.
Florida Geek said, y'all be watching Not a Coincidence too, huh? Yeah, I love Not a Coincidence.
Yeah, I love him.
I like Sean be going up giving the business.
Yeah. And say Florida Geek, that's how I be getting my information. Look, I listen to what they say. I don't believe them. I do my research. I go get a pen and pad and go write it down. I go to the library. I go to the internet. I go to the elders.
Yeah.
And I do my research, bro. The truth is a bust you in your face if you really want to follow the truth. You know what I'm saying?
I'll check them out from time to time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly.
That's all I do. Is watch Ambo Killer. I can watch Dan Calloway and Chief Top Cat.
And laugh our ass off.
Not laugh. I smoke weed and laugh at them.
Talking about some Africans didn't go to Africa until the 1800s.
It would have been a number of white people.
But they didn't come here until the 1800s.
Man,
that nigga's crazy, man.
I know that's
junk. Let's follow the truth. Let's talk about it. The truth is, the reason why the black on bottom white dynamic exists, because we was took as property from another place that wasn't ours. We was took to our land. Listen, nobody was took to their language, culture, religion, and none of that but us. But us.
Africans never took nobody from their homeland and brought them to another country. Africans never did that. Almost every other race of people is guilty of that. Africans are not.
Secondly, when you say we always been here, you gotta ask somebody this. Okay, y'all always been there. What language y'all spoke then?
Where's the evidence?
Even if you can't speak it, at least tell me what it is. They can't even tell you that. Go ahead, Sinan.
This Harvard professor in the 1920s, ZL. What you talking about, cuz?
Now, if you ain't willing to take a DNA test, I don't think you're serious about trying to claim who you is.
Oh, y'all believe in the white man science. No, I don't believe in no white man science because he ain't had no science.
Nigga, we was doing science.
Y'all giving the white man too much credit. No, you giving the credit to somebody this is white man science. You giving them credit because he ain't had no science.
See, when they came into ancient Kemet, we like to call Egypt, Aristotle, Plato, all of them, they stole that knowledge from our ancestors, man.
Yeah.
Imhotep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They took it from them.
Doc 54 said, being in the Navy opened my eyes. People in every country I've been to are trying to emulate the black man. That's facts.
That's
Wait,
fact.
the American black man.
Yeah.
Not just the black man, the American black man.
Yeah.
Because what we went through made us who we is right now, dog.
That's what they call the black man anyway, the American. They don't call the
What
other
your soldier
ones in
said.
other
The
countries.
lady interviewed Dr. F.A. Williams. I gotta watch that. I ain't seen that, bro. The giant said, can y'all get some of y'all elders on here to teach and break down what some people are confused on?
The elders ain't gonna listen. They stuck in their ways.
Yeah. Not my elders.
You know, I'm talking about the elders. He's talking about just older people. Period. They're not gonna listen.
No,
to
he said about the elders. You like you said, I learned from the elders. That's what he talking about.
That's what he talking about.
We just want to get some of the elders on our show.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Clark, man. Dr. Clark is dead. Dr. Ben is dead. A lot of people, you know,
Yeah,
it costs money, bro. It costs
I don't
money.
have the money to come on my show like that. But they have lectures. All you gotta do is go look them up and go buy their books.
Yep, they got lectures.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah,
books. They
they
giving the information to you. Where to go look for the
they,
information.
they
at.
have they got debates. They got all
Yeah, go
that
watch
kind
the
of stuff.
debate.
Mm-hmm.
And then in that debate, write down both sides of the argument and go do your research and see who's telling the truth and who lying.
They gonna have the people who talking about what you talking about versus what we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
then
Let's
you
get the
then,
lights
then
up,
you
man.
go do your research on all that information for
Yep.
yourself. That's how
Yep.
you do that.
Facts.
That's how you do that. Then you don't take
Say it, Jack.
nobody word, neither one of them. Whatever
I
your
tell you,
people say, go look it up.
I
The
tell you what you
counter.
do. There's a guy called Not a Coincidence on YouTube. Go to his page, and what they do is they debate about was black shit before Columbus. If you're an Apple, can you prove it?
They can't.
If you're and dog, look, this shit is so laughable. You within one video, you'd be like, oh man, I see what they saying, bro.
Yeah, this shit is
These
crazy.
dudes can't prove none of this shit, bro. They can't prove none of it. None of them can.
And then they're quick to tell you, you believe what the white man wrote. But all your evidence is the original. When you was hated and locked up and enslaved and all that, that's why they wrote it like that, so it could be law.
Right. Right.
Like, duh. They number one thing they go to talk about. See, it went from colored to black
To Negro.
oh man, I was like, what kind of dumb stuff is that,
Let me
man?
put it in the chat for the dude, bro.
Wow.
Just go to this page right here.
I can type it in.
I got
They
it.
got the other
I'm
one
going
too
right.
with they Moorish from Moroccan and all this kind of stuff with these paperwork. Man, them laws still was locking in. Come on, man, give me
Slam
your
them on
call.
their face.
And
Slam 'em.
everybody in the comments talking about, yeah, he gonna get that back in court. He put a bail on them, and man, shut up, man. Show me where it happened at.
Man,
Give
listen,
me a
you gotta know
case.
who you're dealing with.
Go
You dealing
look
with
it up
motherfucker
what
that
it
ain't they ain't
says.
got no law to begin with.
That is like a hierarchy, man. They gonna they gonna slam your butt, man. That do not apply here in the United States of America. Period. Maybe in
You can't
another
imagine the
country it'll
gold
work.
arrowheads from West Africa.
Not
But
here.
Gary, hold up. I'm reading the comment. Said the Indians gave Columbus gold arrowheads that they said dark people from a far land gave it to them. Test ran and it matched the gold arrowheads from West Africa. But he also said those people had tails too.
So how credible is that
How
information?
credible is that story? You know what I'm saying? You know?
We can't take a piece of it that matches what we feel and don't know hold what the rest of it see. And even if they did have gold tip arrows. That was in the Caribbean. It was not in North America.
That's what he's
Rico said,
saying.
can he
That's
get in
from
the chat? He
a
clicked the
land
link.
far away.
Let him in the chat, Rob. Let him in the chat, Rob. Let Rico in.
Ain't nobody there yet.
Where the link at? How you got the link? We ain't put the link in the chat.
Oh.
Florida Future said John Henry Clark, Dr. Asa Hilliard, Dr. Benji Akanan, Anthony Browder, Ray Higgins, Christian V.P. Harris. It's a go-to.
Yep.
Not a coincidence. Aswar Kwesi, Sheik and the Diop. It's a whole bunch of them, man.
Yep. There's a bunch of them, bro.
Yeah. It's a bunch
What's
of
your
them.
boy name was that smashed what's his name recently in the debate on Sinetta?
Which one?
Man, what they were debating about?
Well,
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Jabari?
No, not Jabari. Jabari a dog too.
Yeah, he been laying low.
Kyle was a council.
It might have been Council of Massa, Warrior Clan. Come on, the old dude.
The old dude,
Cedric Ortega.
Cedric Ortega.
Yeah.
That boy dog.
Yeah.
That boy's a dog.
I think I'm gonna be real, Florida Geese. I like Brother Reggie, but Brother Reggie got in his feelings and was hating on Jabari, so I kind of fell back. I ain't like how he was doing that. And he was hating on Chris Harris.
Yeah, I don't like people that hate on people that debate better than them.
He feel like they shouldn't get the accolades they get because he was doing it longer than them. It don't go like that.
Reggie, you're not a good debater. You have a lot of knowledge and you're a good researcher, but you're not a good debater, Reggie.
Yeah.
You talk too long and you're really
and
boring when you talk, Reggie, so you don't give good presentation. That's how Reggie
So
talks.
Florida Geese, I'm glad Florida Geese is in because Florida Geese was like explaining to people that was claiming to be Native American in Florida in Geechee. And we had to explain to them Geechee people are West African lineage.
Right. You're not no Indian.
They came from slavery. So people that get into the game thinking about their Indian, they call themselves Geechee. Florida Geechee had to correct them and let them know, hey man, that's West African people, man. Yeah.
They say they self they were from West Africa.
Thank you.
Only niggas say they from the Indians is niggas like y'all.
Yeah.
The people they self don't even say that.
Big facts.
I'm just gonna do some research. That's all I want you to do. Just do the research.
You know what? Before we leave out here, I want to tell a lot of there's been a lot of wild shit going on with young dudes, right? Say, bro, let me tell y'all something. It's better sometimes, and it's some real game about to give y'all ones that's listening that ain't really saying nothing about the knowledge. Sometimes everything don't need to be addressed, man. Fall back and chill sometimes.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody fuck over you. I'm not saying that.
You can peep the play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's like let me see if I can break it down for y'all, bro. Just because I ain't throw the flag, don't mean I ain't peep the play. That's deep. But I'm gonna say it again. Just because I ain't throw the flag, that don't mean I ain't peep the play.
Sometimes you gotta just don't say nothing. Keep your finger on your lip.
Yeah, man.
But rest of that, put in your Rolodex.
Yeah.
Put in your mental Rolodex.
That's all you gotta do.
What's up, Edward? What's happening, bro? Alternative resolution, they call it. Sometimes you gotta address it at all. It'll address itself.
Just because I didn't throw the flag,
Don't
mean I didn't peep the play. That's the word for the day, man. And think about that and say it over in your head. That means just because I ain't check you, don't mean I don't know what you're doing.
Oh,
That's
what you did.
Or what you did. Keep it to yourself. I got one up on you, son. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Facts. But
What's
you know what,
up,
bro?
Edwin?
When it comes to this internet thing, a lot of dudes that came against us are trying to hate on us. They end up either falling off or looking stupid.
What's up, big guy?
You know what I'm saying?
Get on cold, stay on cold.
Get on cold, stay on cold. You know what it is, man.
Listen, when they do that, bro, a lot of these people, there's agents they send out here, but it keep divide us, bro.
Yeah.
Look what's
Yep,
going on with
yep.
Giovani Africa right now. He kicked the French out, man. Y'all taking all get up, get the fuck up out of here.
Two rate. Ibrahim, two rate.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to what's going on in the world, bro. People's going on. They telling you an Indian, bro, what the Indian there, you're not getting no land, you're not getting no check, you're not getting no casino, you ain't getting none of that. The niggas who grew up in the tribe that's black, they kicked them out. You got any kind of black blood, they don't want you in their tribe, period. They got Indians saying, man, what else want to steal our culture, man?
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. I'm like, man, I've been feeling so bad, like, the dude ain't lying.
Who's gonna steal your culture? You ain't had no written language till the white man gave you one. And I hate to say that, but I got to pull that card when they feel like y'all trying to steal out. I know better than steal your culture. I know my culture, where my people come from. You dig? So no, I ain't trying to steal your culture. Not me.
You can have your culture.
Yeah.
Eating mushrooms and cow shit and all that. You can have your culture.
Pimmican.
Pimmican and shit. Eating dry meat and all that old type of bullshit.
Yeah, they saying we stole from them. What's up, Q-Dubs? Ain't too much, man. We just talking shit, swallowing spit. You heard me? We about to get up out of here, man. We gonna talking that knowledge. We're in an empty room tonight, but it sure felt good to drop that knowledge. I don't care.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Well, they were global, not at all points in history.
Not at all points in history it wasn't.
Because there's
Man,
no
y'all
evidence of
dumb
that.
little
That's what we saying. Now I know you intelligent dude. If you got evidence that they were always here, show it to us. Prove it to me.
Help me. Help me, brother. Help me be smarter.
That's like saying polar bears were global. It's impossible for polar bears to be global. Because they don't originate in cold climate and high climates.
Is it, man, you seen Golden State last night, Curry out for a week. It's over with for Golden State. Man, if Curry ain't playing, I don't think they can.
Well, they won without him the first game.
Yeah, but it's over with now. It's over.
Yeah, they got out coached and figured that shit
Yeah,
out.
your mom punching niggas in the mouth, elbowing niggas in the face and shit.
Man, your mom gonna be pissed off.
Come on, bro. And I like Golden State too. But I ain't really got no dog in the fight when it comes out in the West. I think OKC gonna take the West.
Yeah. Okay. No, I never said we were here doing an ice age stuff. I'm the one who pointed out America was frozen for 10,000 years. Yeah, but we always teach people America was uninhabitable at one time. I guess they need to look up what uninhabitable means. Because they still say, we've always been here. Well, if I'm telling you it was uninhabitable, what do you mean we always
This
been here?
motherfucker's still cold.
Yeah.
Only place is warm is Texas,
It's the
Louisiana,
South.
Alabama, and Georgia. You start going to South Carolina and North Carolina, what they call the South, man, it's cold as fuck over there.
There's a witch's tit in the brass, bro.
I lived there.
Yeah.
Memphis, Arkansas, all that shit that's in the South, Oklahoma, man, it's cold as fuck.
Rico Carl say, if America was frozen, where was the people? That's what we trying to tell you. That's what uninhabitable means. People couldn't live here. And
Climate change and global warming made it to where it's warmer than it used to be.
Halls of Capital said, what about the pyramids and mounds here that predate Egyptian pyramids? Name one.
Name one. Name one. Watch this, y'all. Name one. See, I didn't heard this regurgitated over 10 years ago. People say things like that. Ask them to name one and watch what they say.
Name one.
Name one.
And how old is it? Give me the name and the date of it.
Watch this, y'all.
Watch this.
Watch this.
So how's the Capital? Like when you say things like that, you got that information right there on hand. It sounds good because you heard somebody say it when I ask you what pyramid and what's the give me the date on it. Because I teach you right now that nothing in North America is older than 30,000 years old.
Nothing.
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 See, when they say stuff like that, so you just dismiss what's out there in Africa. You just dismiss it like that don't exist or something.
Man, that's called, bro, that's called Gish Galloping. They just saying anything.
Poverty Point ain't no pyramid. That's not a pyramid.
What's Poverty Point?
Some shit in Mississippi. A mound.
A mound. A mound.
That's caused by erosion. Don't serve no purpose. Nothing.
That's caused by the earth moving and shifting, man. That ain't no pyramid nobody built, bro.
Poverty Point is not a pyramid. It's a shame that you're saying Poverty Point is a pyramid. What you're doing is disrespecting the ingenuity of your ancestors when you call Poverty Point a pyramid. You now bad for letting somebody teach you that.
Oh yeah, Nubia taught the world pyramids. Egypt perfected it, but Egypt started the master bonds.
Yeah.
See, you're right, but the thing is this too. Pyramids didn't start in Egypt.
Well, hold up.
Why nobody don't go?
Pyramid
Got no
was
tours
by
to it?
Imhotep.
The first master bond, the one that was a grave, but they had pyramids in Sudan. They got pyramids in.
But the first one was the step pyramid that Imhotep created. So we got to go a little bit forth and back on that, you know?
That's why it was a master. That's why you say Egypt started the master bonds.
Yeah.
They had pyramids before that.
Yeah.
They just wasn't. They didn't have the ingenuity.
House of Kavir, we know exactly what Poverty Point is, bro. That ain't nothing new to me. That might be new to you. I know what Poverty Point is. It's not a pyramid. A mound don't compare to a pyramid, so I don't know what we're talking about.
And who built them?
Yeah, who built it?
And you said they old us, so give me the date.
Yeah.
I need a date.
Yeah.
I need a date.
We know we know about all that, but we've been knowing about that for years and years, bro.
And they got buku little mounds and dirt mounds all in Tennessee,
Yeah.
Alabama,
Illinois.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
The mounds
What is it
The
though?
mounds was either for burial or religious.
It wasn't for none of that.
I
A
mean,
dirt
that's
mound
what
is
they
not a
say.
pyramid. A pyramid is disconnected from the earth. It doesn't need support.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's just that
It
simple.
comes to a point.
It's geometrically perfect.
Symmetrical. So that's not a pyramid. It's a pyramid. No, it's not.
Dirt mound ain't no pyramid, man. It's a
Dirt
shame
mound.
you let somebody teach you and try to even compare that to a pyramid. It's embarrassing.
No, that man just threw up any number. That man said 1300 BC.
Before Jesus was born? Are you serious?
Nobody was in America then, bro. So who built them?
Where you get that from? Who was in America in 1300 BC? Before Jesus was born?
A woolly mammoth.
A woolly mammoth? Is that what are you talking about, man? 10,000 BC was when they had the ice age. So 1300 BC, they were building miles of the ice through the ice.
The pyramids in Nubia are older than pyramids in Egypt. That's what I was saying.
We know that though.
The ones in Egypt is master bonds. They serve the purpose.
Yeah.
They got pyramids all in Sudan. They're everywhere.
Yes, right. Imhotep started what would be the first pyramid. He didn't perfect it, but he was the original and mastermind in the first recorded document. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
And scientists and chemists.
It's time for us to get up out of here, though, man.
Yeah. Egypt was the training ground. Say, man, we get hot to this knowledge, but look, I got to get up out of here, man. It was nice talking to y'all.
Y'all, let me say one thing before we leave. we gonna say Kemet. When he say Egypt, we talk about ancient Kemet. Kemet was where everybody in the world came to learn astrology, chemistry, reading,
Mathematics,
mathematics, algebra, geometry,
Yeah.
religion,
philosophy. Look,
what they
ever since
what
it's
you know
pyramids
as
in the Grand
religion.
Canyon. What's the name of it? Ain't no pyramids, no
And
Grand
give me a
Canyon,
date.
man.
See, that's that right there. What you talking about? That came from an article in the Sun Gazette. That's the you know what the Sun Gazette is, like in the front of the grocery store.
They would say Bigfoot had a baby with Dolly Parton and shit like that.
That's what that came from, and you repeating that.
Ain't no pyramids in no Grand Canyon, man.
Yeah, man.
When somebody tell you that, tell them, man, they're a goddamn lie.
Yeah,
That's what you tell them.
you tell them that.
You tell them they're a goddamn lie.
Delhi, Louisiana is a big dirt mound. That's caused by erosion.
Yep.
What purpose does it serve? Why do we feel like people built dirt mound? Ain't nobody wrote about no dirt mound. It's just something to claim, and that shit ain't cool. You did?
Ain't no pyramid in no goddamn Grand Canyon, man.
You got that
Man,
from? Go look up
tripping.
Grand Canyon hoax, dog. Y'all gonna laugh at that. We out of here, man.
Peace, y'all.
We in these
see y'all-
streets
see y'all
out here in Pampa, Texas, man. Yay.